Thank you, Jeff. When you came to ask me to tell a story, I wanted to pull from my favorite selection, and everybody I'm sure has something similar. I wanted to lean on my sister's story. Now, growing up with her was an adventure. And, well, my dad, he was very controlling. He was the man of the house, and he didn't let us get our ears pierced. And it's something I really wanted. You know, I wanted it with all my heart. I did all sorts of surveys at school. How many girls had the ears pierced? How many guys had their ear pierced? You know, bring it to my dad. Tell my dad, hey, I'm not fitting in because I can't get my ears pierced. Well, that wasn't quite true, but yeah, I still wanted my ears done. And when my 16th birthday hit, my dad gave that to me for my birthday, and I thought it was the greatest thing. So we go to Bloomington. Now, another piece of the story is my dad discouraged us from getting our ears done by one phrase. If you want to get your ears pierced, you got to get your nose pierced first. And yeah, at 14, a girl's not going to go off and get their nose pierced in the middle of a conservative farming community, okay? So, yeah, that was a great discouragement. But, so, to continue with this story, I and my sister go to the nearest town that has the big ear piercing places, and she gets to watch me get my ears done and roam around the store while I'm there. And she finds magnetic earrings. It was the coolest thing, you know, and she buys this pair and she brings them home, and she's thinking, I'm gonna fool my dad. He's gonna have to give me my ears. You know, she was all sly and all sorts of sneaky on this one. So we get home and my ears are just throbbing, and I'm sitting down watching television. She comes down the stairs and she's got the most ridiculous looking gold cross hanging from her nose. She stuck the magnet up her nose and had the cross hanging down from the side. And I get a look at her and I just about start snickering as it is. And she gets down to the bottom of the stairs and she goes, see? And then I hear a loud snort, and that earring falls to the floor. At that point, I'm hardly containing myself because I know that magnet went right up her nose. And she picks up the earring very quietly. You can kind of see that humble look on her face, and goes back up the stairs very silently. We don't hear from her for about 10 minutes. And I'm back to watching my show, and here she comes back down again, and there's that earring. And she gets to the bottom and said, don't you dare snort that thing. She goes, I won't. And that earring falls to the floor again. And I'm dying at this point. She's now got two magnets up her right nostril somewhere. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to explain this one to Mom, let alone Dad. So she goes and picks up that earring, and I'm thinking, okay, that's the end of the fun. Oh well, you know. She goes back up the stairs very humbly, very quiet. And you can tell she's a little disturbed by this whole idea. 15 minutes later, she comes back down, and guess what? That earring's hanging off of her nose again. And I'm like, how did you? And she says, oh, there are those little magnets in the back of the flashlights. I just pulled one of those off. So she's now got a third magnet stuck up her nose, and she's got that dangly bit. And I'm like, don't you dare snort it. And she goes, I'm not going to snort it. Shoo! There goes the earring. It lands on the floor. She's got this stricken look. Now, here's the situation. She sneezed. We never did find those magnets. We don't know if she sprayed them out or if she's got 3 magnets somewhere up in her sinus cavities, but she won't dare go near an MRI machine at this point. We don't know where they're at, and I tease her every moment I can. Thank you.